just over the next hill, and right off the beaten path, you'll find Big Wayne's compound, a secluded mountaintop spot that plays host to the craziest bunch of thrill-seeking hillbillies you ever saw. You won't find it on the map. It's easy to miss. But if you get an invite, take 'em up on it. But BYOB, and bring a lawn chair. There's lots to see, including the most bizarre slap-fighting league around. And let me tell you, these boys know how to put on a show. So hop in the truck, y'all, because we're headed out to Slap Mountain.
This next contest is a slap fight match for 20 slap max.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the Slap Mountain season finale. Today we have an incredible fight card lined up for you, and I cannot wait to get started. My name is JT Tilley, and our first matchup this afternoon is a Slap Mountain Bad Blood Grudge match. Our first competitor this afternoon is an absolute legend of Slap Mountain. He has over 30 victories, and his only losses to Little Donnie and Randall Randleman, who many say is the greatest to ever slap. He started out slapping in back alley events and county fairs and worked his way up to the top of the amateur heap years ago. This man is as legitimate as they come. After his loss last month, he was contacted by Birmingham Vision Center and offered LASIK surgery. And you will notice that as of 2 days ago, Superstar KC is no longer in need of his trademark goggles. This will be the first time Superstar KC has competed with the benefit of sight.
Superstar K-fucking-C, baby, and
His opponent is stepping out of the tree line now. One of the breakout stars of Slap Mountain Season 1. This kid has captured the hearts of female slap fans around the world, regardless of his bad boy antics. This season, he's battled the hardcore hillbilly, JD Mayhem, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. It's Mr. Krystal. Mr. Krystal and KC have been like father and son since Krystal began training with the legend as a young boy. But things have changed. The superstar has removed Mr. Krystal from his dojo and has voiced his disgust after watching his protege fake a hand injury in episode 5 versus JD Mayhem. Mr. Krystal was furious at the decision and called out KC for a Slap Mountain grudge match. So tensions are high. It's teacher versus student this afternoon on Slap Mountain. There he is, folks, Mr. Krystal. Our lead official for this fight, unfortunately, will be Brad. And while Brad has a quick conversation with our competitors, I can share with you that one lucky fan will win the table apron from today's event. To enter, just follow Slap Mountain on social media, and this piece of top-shelf memorabilia could be yours. Brad with the coin toss. And Superstar KC will have the first slap. Perfectly placed slap by KC, and just like that, this bad blood grudge match is underway. Mr. Krystal to return fire. Fantastic slap by Mr. Krystal.
All right, 1 round down, 90-second break. 60 seconds.
We're going to have a short break in the action. Each competitor heads back to their corner, but it looks like Mr. Krystal's corner is not prepared. Okay, Roger's going to offer Mr. Krystal some of his water, but that is kind of risky. We do know that Roger has cold sores. Luckily, so does Mr. Krystal. Staring across the ring at one of the most popular fighters to ever compete on Slap Mountain, Superstar KC. Mr. Krystal is also very popular, and for the first time ever, you'll notice Mr. Krystal is competing with his shirt on. And that is largely due to his live-in girlfriend, Tammy, who's been disgusted by the female slap fans who've been constantly approaching Mr. Krystal ever since his debut in episode 2. Tammy has put together a list of 10 rules that Mr. Krystal must abide by in order to keep Tammy in his life. We'll talk more about that later, but for now, here we go with round 2. And another solid shot. Okay, an aggressive response there from Mr. Krystal. Mr. Krystal goes back to his corner to grab a cotton ball. Each competitor on Slap Mountain wears cotton balls inside their ears to protect their eardrums from damage.
You got to get up to the table, boys. You got to be up to the table.
Mr. Krystal hauls off. Big slap to the neck by Mr. Krystal.
All right, 60 seconds.
And apparently, Brad has no interest in that penalty.
Hillbilly, you better hope I don't win this. I'm coming for that belt next.
Mr. Krystal, who has not won a fight yet this season, calling out the champion. And immediately in the tree line behind me, a lot of people have an opinion on that statement. The tree line has just exploded behind me. Everyone has something to say.
Hillbilly, I'm coming for you next.
Come for it. Come for the strap. Get hit like a woman.
There's the Slap Mountain champion, Hardcore Hillbilly. Behind him, you can see Red Solo Cup and Little Donnie. Red Solo Cup will be competing in our next fight versus Big James Mayhem in a featured fight. Round 3. You can already see the outline of Kenneth's hand on the side of Mr. Krystal's left cheek. Okay, there's a hard slap. That was just a little bit high.
Penalty 1.
Okay, we've got a penalty from Brad here. Mr. Krystal has received his first penalty.
Yeah, above the eyebrow.
Okay, we've got to be very careful with those shots. It was only 2 days ago that Superstar KC had LASIK surgery, so very dangerous with these shots to the eyeball. We've got a few seconds here to check in with Tammy. We've got a video here of Tammy demonstrating some of the rules that she's put down on Mr. Krystal, and we thought it might be fun just to share those with you guys. So here's Tammy.
I'm going to read rules for my live. If you come in my live, you have to follow them. If you don't come in my live, then oh well, it's your tough luck. If you don't like my rules for my live, then I'm going to tell everybody, like I told the people that come to my live, if you don't like it, there's the door. Don't let it hit your butt on the way out. So here's my rules. Rules in my live. Rule number 1. If you want to see, don't ask me to do your for you. So if you want to see, go to www.red.com or www.com or www.camp.com or www.com and the www.com is a all.
Come on,
Rule
Jeff.
number 2.
That's what I thought, you Canadian.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me to do something I don't want to do. If you tell me to do something I don't want to do, you will not be in no more. Sorry. But that is how it's going to be in my life from now on.
Well, there you have it. Tammy has put her foot down, and those are just a few of the rules that she has given Mr. Krystal in order to hold that relationship together. And we'll check in with Tammy in a little bit, but right now we're heading into the bottom of round 5. 1 penalty each, and another fantastic slap from Mr. Krystal. You know, I have to say, Mr. Krystal is far less intimidating with his shirt on. Here he is grabbing another quick drink of Roger's Herpy water, and then he's going to step back to the table for round 6. You'll notice right around the left eye and the top of the left cheek of Superstar KC is starting to swell quite a bit. And that just goes to show you that he's taken a couple of big shots there to the eye. There's a good look at it there.
Come on, I'm watching. I want to see who my next victim's going to be.
The Hardcore Hillbilly has walked up to the ring. He's going to take a good look at this fight. Hardcore Hillbilly will be facing Jay Blade in our main event later this afternoon. Okay, and another fantastic slap by Superstar KC. Mr. Krystal's looking for a penalty.
It wasn't above the eyebrow. It just kind of slid over kind of.
Okay, looks like Brad's going to let that one slide. Mr. Krystal hauling off in round 6. Oh, a big shot to the eyeball of Superstar KC. That was a dirty shot, absolutely. It's going to be a penalty. 2 penalties for Mr. Krystal and 1 penalty for Superstar KC. It's very dangerous for Superstar KC. And we are going into round 7.
There's no limit on penalties. It just makes a factor if it goes to the judges.
Oh, the penalties don't disqualify you.
No. It just counts against you if it goes 20 rounds.
Okay.
It goes to the judges. Gotta reach from downtown.
Okay, so there you have it, guys. You heard it straight from Cream Pie Okerlund's mouth. There is no limit on penalties in this bad blood matchup. No limit on penalties. They do not disqualify you. They only count in the event of a decision.
Superstar's about to knock you out.
Superstar KC with another fantastic slap.
Slid a little bit on the neck there.
That's your call.
Yeah.
Mr. Krystal's looking for a penalty, and this time he gets it. 2 penalties each. Okay, big shot to the neck. Slugs him right in the throat. And it looks like another penalty. We've got 3 penalties for Mr. Krystal, 2 penalties for Superstar KC.
Man, this is what I mean.
We're going to take a quick break here and check in with Tammy.
Next round's round 8.
Rule number 3. If I say what I mean and stand what I say. If you don't like what I say, if you don't like what I stand for, what I say, then you don't know me that well. You think you do. Rule number 4. At your age, not your IQ in my life. Rule number 5. Don't bitch with my private. Sometimes there's things you don't want to know why I'm private
That was the best
for.
fucking slap I've seen. Just
Piss off of him.
that was
perfect sound.
a perfect.
Kenneth came to play. Kenneth came to play.
While we were away, Superstar KC landed an incredible shot on Mr. Krystal. And this fight is really heating up. It's the bottom of round 8.
He's dropping loot like a video game.
Mr. Krystal's going to haul off here.
This is it. It's gotta be it.
Another quality slap by Mr. Krystal. I have to say, this is a surprisingly competitive fight. It's very evenly matched. I believe Superstar KC has about an inch on Mr. Krystal. He's also taller. I can hear quite a bit of chatter coming out of the tree line. The audience seems to be split right down the middle between KC fans and Mr. Krystal fans, and there just seems to be a lot of trash talk with this particular matchup. Red Solo Cup seems fed up. He's having a bit of an argument here with Jeff, telling Jeff to shut up. I'm not so sure that Jeff has that ability. Nope. Okay, we're going into round 9. Superstar KC is going to haul off here and start off the round. And he is lighting Mr. Krystal up. That one went right across the bridge of the nose. Mr. Krystal returns fire, round 9. Another neck slap from Mr. Krystal. And no penalty from Brad. At this point, I don't even know why Brad is here. He seems completely unnecessary, and I don't know what the hell he's counting here. Mr. Krystal's having a quick conversation with his corner man.
TJ, you keeping up with how many it was, too?
Trying to. I think it is 10.
Stick around. Following this fight, we have a feature fight between Red Solo Cup and Big James Mayhem. It's the rematch everyone's been asking for.
All right, boys, round 10.
Up next,
I'm calling it. This is the get.
Superstar KC at the halfway point. And a right hook from Superstar KC. Mr. Krystal is
That's
taking
years
a
of
beating.
Come
setting this ring up.
on,
You got him calloused hands. Watch out for Chris.
Hey, all the years is gonna pay off.
Denny has been paying his dues for the
Another neck shot by Mr. Krystal. Brad is completely oblivious. Red Solo Cup is making his way to the ring. I think he's going to enter the corner of Mr. Krystal here.
They've had one apiece. So they tie them on cotton balls. There's one cotton ball apiece.
Okay, Red Solo Cup is now in the corner of Mr. Krystal. Hardcore Hillbilly is in the corner of Superstar KC.
Main thing is going to be penalty. The penalty is going to be the decider. That's what it's down to.
round
Now,
11.
Cream Pie Okerlund has the fight tied on penalties and tied on cotton balls falling out of the ears.
I think it's still 3-2.
It want to go. Already that up. Break it.
And only he's bleeding, I think.
Now stick around. Our main event this afternoon will be the Hardcore Hillbilly versus Jay Blade for the Slap Mountain Championship. That's our main event on the Slap Mountain season finale.
Fucking match, man. I mean, it's the best one, man.
Superstar KC,
Shut up.
big slap on his former student.
Right on.
Proper bitch slap from Kenneth.
Beautiful.
Come on, Preston. You're going to let
Preston.
Solo down.
God damn it. Shoot
The
style,
cheek
man.
of Superstar Kenneth is starting to swell. The eye is starting to swell. And Mr. Krystal returns fire with another shot to the eye. And he follows that with a hearty bellow. Now we've got a short break. Mr. Krystal's going to go over and speak with his corner again. And Superstar KC seems to be nursing his eye. Red Solo Cup with a quick damage assessment. Just letting Mr. Krystal know that it's actually his left cheek that's swollen.
I know it's round 12. Round 12.
This is a fantastic grudge match between a former teacher and his student. I would give Superstar KC the edge at this point, but this is a very close fight.
I'm calling it. Kenneth, this round.
Holy smokes! That was a strong slap. It looks like Brad's going to call a neck penalty here.
Yeah, it was like kind of like right here.
Okay, after a group discussion, it looks like Brad's actually going to call this one a penalty. And now we have 3 penalties, Mr. Krystal, and 3 penalties, Superstar KC. And again, going into the bottom of the 12th, it seems like we're tied on cotton balls falling out of the ears.
Cotton ball piece, and they're tied on cotton balls too. So
Did y'all both do y'all?
I think the next
I didn't go yet.
Yeah, you didn't go yet.
Bottom of round 12, Mr. Krystal on deck.
This is going to be the home run hit.
Mr. Krystal with the windup.
Right here. We're on round 12 right now.
Oh no, a big shot straight to the eye. Superstar KC is definitely feeling that one. Let's take a quick break here and let's see what that's about, and we'll talk to Tammy.
Rule number 6. Treat people in my life with respect. If you don't treat people in my life with no respect,
James, how many did you and James go?
then you are getting banded for my life, and I don't care who you are. Don't tick me off, because if you do, then you might be banded or your mom might be gone.
Take weeks.
I mean it too. If you don't think if you think I'm lying to you about this one, then try me. You will see what I mean. Rule number 8. Don't tell me who to love and who not to love, because I can love who I want to love. If you don't like who I love, then get over it, because I will love who I want to love forever.
We're in the bottom of round 13. Mr. Krystal hauling off. Big shot to the cheek of KC. And Mr. Krystal's looking for a penalty here for dodging. And it looks like neither Cream Pie nor Brad are going to call that penalty. So both competitors are going to go back to their corner. Mr. Krystal telling Big Wayne that there's something wrong with his right shoulder. And that would be unfortunate to have a problem with his shoulder. We are in round 14 of a scheduled 20-round fight. Mr. Krystal and Superstar KC were very close for the better part of a decade. They've had a falling out as of late, and there is definitely some bad blood between them.
Round 14.
Superstar KC, definitely the elder of the two men. Mr. Krystal, the more gelatinous. Here we go, round 14. Another well-placed slap. You're starting to see some signs of wear on the cheek of Mr. Krystal. Definitely, Superstar KC has improved vision. This has given him much greater precision here. Bottom of round 14. Oh, a hard strike from Mr. Krystal. Oh, my. Now we're going to have a 60-second break here. Mr. Krystal and KC are going to war. We are heading into round 15. Our special guest ring girl, Emily, could not be here for the first fight of the afternoon. She's driving in from Oklahoma, and she got tied up. Hopefully she'll be able to be here by the end of the broadcast.
The mat was burning.
But until then, I'll let you know it is round 15. I would say Superstar KC would have the edge here. The penalties are pretty even in this matchup.
I told you, if you don't play me, it's going on tonight.
Superstar Kenneth with the windup. Oh, another bomb by Superstar Kenneth.
That was hard.
He liked it.
And Mr. Krystal right back to the table.
That's what she said. Swing that hip, mother.
Oh, a baby hand straight to the eyeball. Holy smokes. Even Brad agrees that's going to be a penalty, so that's going to give us 5 penalties, Mr. Krystal, 3 penalties for Kenneth. Now, with 5 penalties, that means typically that would end the matchup and the fight would be over, but Mr. Krystal is going to now instead lose his round 16 slap. So Superstar KC will get 2 slaps in a row, and that is because Cream Pie Okerlund decided that in this particular matchup, the penalties do not matter. So here we are in round 16, and Superstar KC is going to have 2 shots on Mr. Krystal. This is a big opportunity for KC. Okay, again, Superstar KC reminding Mr. Krystal why he's the teacher and Mr. Krystal is the student. Mr. Krystal's cheek starting to look like potted meat. And another big shot by KC.
It's your call.
Mr. Krystal's looking for another penalty.
Yeah.
And he gets it. We've got 5 penalties to 4 now.
His eyes water. He hit the eye.
That's 5 penalties, Mr. Krystal. 4 penalties, Kenneth. Oh, another shot to the eye. And this one has hurt Superstar KC badly. I can hear Mr. Krystal's corner telling him to keep aiming for the eye. Unfortunately, this is an issue. Superstar KC,
That's how you slap.
absolutely in pain. You can see he's over talking to his corner person now. I think he's asking for his glasses. And that's going to be very unfortunate here. Cream Pie Okerlund seems to be helping Mr. Krystal here. He's giving him some advice. Hardcore Hillbilly does not like what he sees here. Cream Pie Okerlund playing favorites with Mr. Krystal while KC's not looking. I'm not sure what to make of that. We're in round 18 of a 20-round fight.
Even I'm gonna get my shit slapped in.
Superstar KC is about to haul off in round 18. Oh, no, we've got a neck shot here.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be a penalty. It seems like maybe Superstar KC's having a hard time with his vision.
These don't slide on the ropes at all.
5 penalties, Mr. Krystal. 5 penalties, KC.
Keep it going.
Oh, no, another club to the neck. That's going to put us at 6-5. Here's Tammy.
Cause once you smart off to me or anything, I'm gonna go off on you like hell as ice. You don't want to see me pissed, so you better follow the rules. And I mean it, because everything I wrote here, I mean what I say, and what I say is what I stand for. And what I stand for is what I say.
Oh, wait, no, you got 6.
It's always great to hear from Tammy. Mr. Krystal is a handful, but it seems like Tammy does have the right approach, and we always wish them the best. So Mr. Krystal does have Red Solo Cup in his corner right now, giving him some expert advice. Not only is Red Solo Cup a great competitor, but he's also a master of strategy. In the opposite corner, you see the Hardcore Hillbilly, our champion, giving advice to Superstar KC. These two former close friends have gone to war this afternoon, and with only 2 rounds left in the fight, each of them are going to be looking for the knockout here. Mr. Krystal stepping back up to the table.
What round is this?
19.
19, 2 more. That's all you got. Those judges. You got to lean in there.
Superstar KC is going to haul off here for round 19.
Palm, baby.
Another fantastic shot.
That's right.
Mr. Krystal's looking for a penalty here. Doesn't look like he's going to get it.
Come on. Hold on, wait. Come on, man.
Bottom of round 19, Mr. Krystal has an opportunity here. And he clubs Kenneth in the neck. That's going to be a penalty for sure. We're going to have Mr. Krystal at a 7 penalty. Superstar KC is at a 5 penalty. That means in order to win this fight, Mr. Krystal is likely to need a knockout.
Next one's the last one.
Superstar KC's in a good position here.
Next round's the last round.
This has been a fantastic fight. 20 rounds between former student and teacher.
Take that motherfucker to Goon back with you.
You got that big lead cheese.
Oh yeah, come on. Come on.
Awful lot of chatter from the tree line this afternoon.
Round 20.
Everybody's got an opinion when Mr. Krystal fights.
Got to be a knockout. It goes to the judges.
Swing for the
All
moon.
right, Superstar KC in round 20. Fantastic slap. Great slap by Superstar Kenneth.
All right, Krystal.
And Mr. Krystal knows that the pressure is on. He needs a knockout.
It's the last slap of the match.
Here's his windup. And that's a big slap to the eye by Mr. Krystal, but it's not going to be enough. Superstar KC is swelling up like a Christmas goose, but that doesn't matter. What matters is your body of work, and Superstar KC has earned the victory. The judges are going to get together here and deliberate, but I think we all know what's going to happen at the end of this fight. Superstar KC, one of the legends of Slap Mountain, one of the best that ever was, has proven his point most likely. Let's listen in here while the judges deliberate. As you can see, our judges, Cream Pie Okerlund, Roger, and Big Wayne.
What are you, outside snitch? Put the tax on there.
Now this fight ended up 2 cotton balls to 1, 7 penalties to 5. So we're going to call Brad over, and they're going to inform the referee of the decision, and then Brad is going to have a big moment. It's been a dream for Brad to be able to introduce the winners of some fights, and for the first time ever, Cream Pie is going to turn the microphone over to Brad, and Brad's going to introduce our winner. And I just am so excited that Brad's going to have this moment to speak directly to the camera and let you know that the winner is Superstar KC. fantastic fight. Well, folks, there you have it. In the first fight of our season finale, Superstar KC defeats Mr. Krystal by decision after 20 hard-fought rounds. I don't think we've seen the last of Mr. Krystal, but as for today, Kenneth walks away with the win. We're going to take a quick break and change over the ring ropes to the barbed wire for our co-main event. Red Solo Cup versus Big James Mayhem. It's the rematch from episode 1 that everyone's been talking about, and it's coming up next. But first, a special feature, Best Cameos of Slap Mountain Season 1.
It's all your fault. I said, I know. Give me your whiskey. Can't drink it in there.
Here, let me help you out. Let me help you out.
Get your hands off of me.
Videotape me. Go ahead, get out.
Get your hands off of me.
Get your hands.
Get your hands
nobody
off
got
of
their
me.
hands on you.
He told me that he only loves me and only me. Just please leave my man alone. He doesn't want to be bothered. He's my baby, my love.
Hold on. Leave me alone. I'll kill you, whore.
You keep on.
Bitch, I'll kill you. I'll about kill you in about 2 seconds,
I'm
bitch.
gonna knock you. I'm gonna knock you out, Alan. I swear to God. You better be glad I ain't got a gun, because I will shoot you right between the mother.
Get the shooting in, bitch. Get your gun out, bitch, and I'm ready to die.